Hi, I'm Margaret Musselman, and I have the workbook activity chapter 4, activity 3 on the natural conflict resolution tendencies. So, my conflict resolution tendency is accommodating, which is defined as putting relationships first, but often to a fault. A person sets aside their own needs to keep the peace. I tend to want to not upset anyone by saying what I need to say, so instead I just take it and move on. And when I researched this tendency, it said that doing that and having this tendency for accommodating can lead to people feeling like they're martyrs and having feelings of resentment, which I think kind of is true to me and what I feel. Currently, I'm in a situation where my advisor for my job is meant to share my tasks with me, but instead I just end up having to do everything and she doesn't really do much. And she's new to the job, so she kind of thinks like this is how it's supposed to be, even though I've been doing it for years and it isn't supposed to be like this. But instead of speaking up for myself, I just like to deal with it because technically she's my boss and I don't want to have to speak up for myself. And because like technically it's my job too, so but even though I'm not supposed to be doing it all, it has led to me feeling like I don't like her very much and I don't like the job as much as I used to. And I even so, like, I just am not comfortable saying something about it. And I don't actually prefer this strategy. It is just something that I have learn to handle things this way because of my personality. I don't want to upset people or have unnecessary conflict. So to me, it's the best resolution, even though it's probably the worst outcome for myself and has probably done more harm than good. And I am probably least likely to employ the competing tendencies, which is when you use pressure to change opinions at another person's expense, not exposure. I really don't like using this because I care a lot about other people and their feelings and would rather something be at my expense than anyone else's, because in my opinion it's better to just deal with it myself than put it on someone else, and there's less conflict that way. And I recognize that I do need to work on this and sticking up for myself and saying my piece, but I just don't believe that putting everything on someone else and causing conflict between someone is a good, effective tactic either. So I kind of have to find that balance, but that's my conflict resolution tendency.